Okay, so let's look at 46 through 49 on your ACT prep. Number 46, you've got the difference between these two fractions lies in which of the following intervals on the real number line. So 3/5 minus a negative 1/3 is 3/5 plus 1/3. So if we add these two fractions together, first things first, let's get a common denominator, which is 15. 5 will go into 15 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 will go into 15 5 times. 5 times 1 is 5. And that gives me 14/15. Okay, if you look at your calculator and you do 14 divided by 15, you can see that its decimal equivalent is 9/93 with a repeating 3. So looking at our number line, we know 1/5 is 2/10. This is 4/10. This is 6/10. And this is 8/10. So this right here is saying our answer is in between 2/10 and 4/10, and that's simply not true. This is saying our answer is in between 4/10 and 6/10. This is saying it's in between 6/10 and 8/10. This is saying it's between 8/10 and 1. That's true. This is saying it's greater than 1. A proper fraction will never be greater than 1. So J is our correct solution. Looking at number 4, the recursive formula for a sequence is given below, where a to the n is the value of the nth term. So a of 1 equals 10. That means your first term. Now this is your recursive formula. This will give you the next term in any sequence. We want the explicit formula. The explicit formula is going to be a to the n is equal to c, which is your first term, plus d times n minus 1, where d is the common difference. So we have a to the n is equal to c, which is our first term, plus our common difference. That's going to be found in our recursive formula. So now, let's distribute and combine like terms. And that is our explicit formula, which is answer choice B. Okay, the probabilities that each of two independent events will occur are given below. So what's the probability that both will occur? Okay, so the probability that A will occur is 20 hundredths. The probability that B will occur is 40 hundredths. So the probability that A and B will occur is the product of the two, which is answer choice F. What is the solution of the equation? Okay, so we have a fourth power, but we can solve it the same way we do a second power. Take your C term, and let's list the factors. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and put 10 times 10. So we have opposite signs with the biggest one positive. So all of these multiply and give me negative 100, but only negative 4 and 25 add together to give me positive 21. So my factored form will have negative 4 and 25. Since it's a fourth power, I'm going to half that, and I'll have a second power in my factored form. Okay, so x squared minus 4, set that equal to 0. And x squared plus 25, set that equal to 0. Even though I could factor this again, I'm just going to use the square roots to get positive and negative 2. And here, I'll do square roots again. Now, when you take the square root of a negative number, you're still going to get the positive and the negative root. The square root of 25 is 5, but when you take the square root of that negative, it comes out as an I. So with that fourth power right here, I still have 4 solutions. Positive negative 2, positive negative 5i. These two are real solutions. These two are imaginary. Okay, so that gives me letter E as my solution.